Building a live edge garden bench for your backyard is not only a great DIY project, but it also adds a unique, natural element to your outdoor space. The beauty of a live edge bench lies in its raw, organic appearance that highlights the natural curves and grains of the wood. Whether you're a seasoned woodworker or a beginner looking for a fun project, creating a live edge bench can be both challenging and rewarding. In this video, we'll take you through every step of the process, from selecting the right materials to the final touches that make your bench truly stand out. First, let's talk about the materials you'll need for the project. The most important aspect of a live edge bench is the wood. Live edge wood comes from trees that are cut to preserve the natural contours along the edges, which gives the piece its distinct look. Some of the best woods for making live edge furniture include walnut, oak, cherry, and maple. These woods are not only sturdy, but also have striking grain patterns that will shine through when finished. When selecting your wood, it's essential to pick a slab that is both wide enough for your bench seat and thick enough to support weight. You'll also want to ensure that the wood is dry and well cured to prevent warping or cracking as it settles into your garden. Visit a local lumber yard or a specialty wood supplier to find a piece that speaks to you. The character of the wood, with its knots and imperfections, will add to the charm and uniqueness of your bench. Along with the wood, you'll need a few basic tools and materials to get started. These include a saw. A circular saw or table saw works well, a power sander, wood glue, wood screws, metal brackets, and an outdoor wood finish for protection. Depending on the style of legs you want for your bench, you can also opt for metal or wooden legs, which will be attached later in the process. Once you have your materials and tools ready, it's time to start cutting your wood. If your live edge slab is too long or too wide for your bench design, now is the time to trim it to the right dimensions. A typical garden bench should be around 4 to 5 feet in length and about 16 to 18 inches in height for a comfortable sitting position. Depending on the dimensions of your chosen slab, you may need to trim off the excess to get the perfect fit for your space. Next, it's time to refine the edges of your slab. The natural edges of live edge wood can be rough and uneven, but that's part of the beauty. However, you still want to smooth them out to make them comfortable to touch and visually appealing. Using a power sander with coarse grit sandpaper, carefully smooth out the edges while preserving the unique curves and shapes that give the wood its character. Once the rough edges are smoothed out, switch to a finer grit sandpaper to give the wood a polished finish. This sanding process will reveal the stunning grain patterns of the wood. After sanding, you'll want to apply a wood conditioner to ensure the wood absorbs the finish evenly. This is especially important if you're working with a soft wood like pine, which can absorb stain unevenly. Apply the conditioner using a clean cloth and allow it to sit for about 15 minutes before wiping off any excess. Now that your wood is prepped and ready, it's time to finish the surface. This step not only enhances the beauty of the wood, but also helps protect it from the elements, especially since the bench will be placed outdoors. For a natural look, use an oil-based finish such as tung oil or linseed oil. These finishes penetrate the wood, adding depth and bringing out the grain while providing a protective layer against moisture and UV damage. Apply the finish in thin layers, allowing each layer to dry before applying the next. Be sure to follow the manufacturer's instructions on the oil you're using for the best results. Once the wood is finished, it's time to add the legs to your bench. You have several options for legs, depending on the look you want to achieve. For a more rustic look, wooden legs can be a great choice. If you prefer something more modern or industrial, metal legs can create a sleek, sturdy base for your bench. If you're going with wooden legs, make sure they are securely attached using wood screws and metal brackets for added strength. If you're using metal legs, you can either weld them yourself or purchase pre-made metal legs from a furniture supplier. To attach the legs, measure and mark the placement of the legs on the underside of the slab. Make sure the legs are evenly spaced and properly aligned to ensure your bench is stable. Once the legs are positioned, use screws or bolts to secure them to the slab. If you're using metal brackets for the legs, attach them firmly to both the wood and the metal, ensuring that everything is secure. With the legs in place, your live edge garden bench is nearly complete. However, before you call it a day, it's essential to ensure the bench is stable and comfortable. Sit on the bench to test its stability. If it feels wobbly, adjust the legs or add additional brackets for support. You want to make sure that the bench can withstand regular use and remain sturdy over time. Finally, don't forget to give your bench some extra protection. Since your bench will be outside, it will be exposed to the elements, so you'll want to keep it looking beautiful for years to come. Consider applying an outdoor wood sealer or varnish to the bench, especially if you live in a humid or rainy area. This will provide an additional layer of protection against moisture, ensuring that your bench stands up to the elements and maintains its natural beauty. The finished product is a stunning live edge garden bench that not only serves as a functional piece of furniture, but also adds an artistic touch to your backyard or garden. The unique, natural look of the live edge wood gives the bench character, and the craftsmanship you've put into the project will make it a focal point in your outdoor space. In addition to the beauty it brings to your garden, a live edge bench also provides a place to relax and enjoy the outdoors. Whether you're sitting with friends, reading a book, or just enjoying the view, your bench will be a lasting testament to your hard work and creativity. Plus, building a piece of furniture like this allows you to connect with nature and embrace the organic beauty of wood in its raw form. As you look at your finished bench, take a moment to appreciate the transformation. From the rough slab of wood to a polished, sturdy seat, you've created something that's not only functional, but also beautiful. It's a piece of art that you can be proud of, and it will provide a comfortable and inviting spot in your backyard for years to come. If you enjoyed building your live edge garden bench and want to continue adding more handmade furniture to your outdoor space, there are plenty of other projects to explore. From tables to chairs, the possibilities are endless when you work with natural wood. The key is to take your time, enjoy the process, and let your creativity flow. In conclusion, building a live edge garden bench is a rewarding and satisfying project that allows you to add a unique and beautiful piece of furniture to your backyard. With the right materials, tools, and a little patience, you can create a bench that reflects your personal style and enhances the natural beauty of your outdoor space. So gather your materials, get started, and enjoy the process of crafting a beautiful, functional piece of art that you'll be proud to display in your garden for years to come.